There's something about Scorpio that defies logic, yet draws us in like gravity pulling the moon. Like instinct guiding a dreamer, their presence is felt before it's seen, understood before it's explained. They awaken something primal, something eternal. You've heard the rumors they're intense, passionate, private. But what if I told you that everything people say only scratches the surface of what truly makes Scorpio one of the most powerful forces in the zodiac? This isn't just about mystery or magnetism. It's about a hidden core that few ever get to see, and once you do, you'll never see this sign the same way again. Scorpios carry within them a presence, a charge in the air that enters quietly, then lingers like the scent of rain on warm earth or the hush before a storm. It's not just charisma, it's gravitational. The way they watch, the way they feel, the way they exist, it pulls you in before you realize you've stepped closer. Their presence isn't loud, but it echoes in you long after they've gone. They can walk into a room and, without a word, turn every head. It's not arrogance, it's energy. It's aura, the kind that vibrates with silent power. Lock eyes with one, and you might feel it to that jolt, that knowing. Scorpios don't demand attention. The universe gives it to them naturally. Drop your date of birth and zodiac sign in the comments. And if you're a Scorpio or love one, you're about to feel so seen. What most don't understand is that beneath the surface of Scorpio's cool demeanor lies a swirling sea of feeling. Not shallow emotions, but ancient ones. The kind that run soul deep and never fade. They feel everything: love, betrayal, joy, pain on a level most can't imagine. But they don't show it unless you've earned their trust. And that's the key. Because once you're in for life. Scorpios guard their emotional vaults with care. But if you're chosen, they'll unlock a world few ever witness. Their intuition is almost psychic. They notice the pauses between words, the tension behind a smile, the weight in your silence. You can't lie to a Scorpio. They feel your truth even if you don't speak it. This gives them a kind of emotional X-ray vision, powerful, rare, and at times intimidating. But it also makes them protectors of those they love. If you're in their circle, they will stand between you and the world, quietly, fiercely, without hesitation. Scorpios aren't just brave, they're spiritual warriors. They understand that to live fully is to embrace the unknown, to sit with discomfort, to stand firm in fire. They don't run from pain, they dissect it. They don't hide from shadows, they learn their names. Their courage isn't about absence of fear, but about facing fear with eyes wide open and a heart that refuses to surrender. They're the phoenix, after all, ruled by cycles of death and rebirth, by cosmic tides of destruction and healing. Their life path isn't linear. It spirals. It burns down illusions and resurrects truth from ashes. Every ending a beginning, every fall a silent vow to rise again. And while they're often seen as lone wolves, it's not because they don't need others, it's because they've learned to rely on themselves. That independence, it's forged in fire. Scorpios trust their gut over popular opinion, their soul over surface answers. That makes them exceptional leaders, thinkers, artists, and lovers. They don't follow trends, they create legacies. But let's not forget their softer side. Yes, Scorpio has one, and it is breathtaking. It's the quiet tenderness in the way they remember your favorite song, the protective silence when words would only make things worse, the steady presence when life feels uncertain. Their softness is not weakness, it is sacred, strength cloaked in stillness. They don't need to shout their love to prove it. They simply show up again and again. If you're feeling the weight and wonder of Scorpio energy, like this video to let the universe know it resonates with your soul. Their resilience is breathtaking, not just because they endure but because they evolve. They take the ruins of what broke them and build cathedrals of wisdom. They don't just heal, they become healers. Alchemists of the soul who take their own broken pieces and forge tools to guide others. Their pain becomes wisdom. Their silence becomes sanctuary. and their scars become maps for those still learning how to survive the fire in a world that fears endings. Scorpio finds their power in new beginnings. They rise again and again, never quite the same but always more whole. In relationships, they go all in, no halfway, no casual attachments. When a Scorpio loves you, they memorize you. They notice what excites you, what scares you, what heals you. They want to know your soul as deeply as they know their own. And while their intensity can be overwhelming, it's also the reason their love feels unlike anything else. They don't just connect, they merge. And in that merging, something extraordinary happens. Transformation. Love with a Scorpio becomes a crucible burning away what's false, leaving only the purest parts behind. You do not leave their love unchanged. You leave renewed, refined, reborn. They don't crave attention, they crave depth, like a diver reaching for the ocean floor. Not content with shallow waters. Their spirit aches for the profound, for what's hidden beneath, what's whispered in the dark, what others are too afraid to ask. They want to know your truth, your story, your scars, not the version you show the world, but the one you keep guarded in the silence of your soul. That's where Scorpio thrives, in truth, in intensity, in sacred connection. Of course, their honesty can sting. They don't sugarcoat. If you ask them for the truth, be prepared to receive it raw, not because they're cruel, but because they care enough to be real. Their truth might challenge you, but it will also set you free. To be loved by a Scorpio is to be called higher, deeper, braver. It's not always easy, but it is always real. And yes, they wrestle with jealousy, suspicion, and control, not because they're weak, but because they feel so much, because they've been hurt before, because their love is sacred and they want to protect it. When they trust hard. When they give completely. And when they break, it's not just a crack, it's a collapse. But still, they rebuild. Scorpios are thinkers, strategists, but more than that, they are soulful architects of energy. They sense when the tide shifts, when the tone changes, when the world around them no longer feels aligned. And so, they adjust, quietly, skillfully. They move pieces on the unseen board of life until everything clicks into place again. Not for show, but for truth. This is why Scorpios often seem calm in chaos, because they've already prepared for the storm before it arrived. So many see Scorpio as intense, and they are. But that intensity comes with a gift most overlook: compassion. The kind that runs quiet but deep. They may not always say it, but they feel it. The pain of others, the silent suffering, the injustice. And when they choose to help you, when they give you that hidden part of their soul, it's not just kindness, it's sacred. So if you have a Scorpio in your life, honor that gift with reverence. Speak truthfully, love deeply, show up when it matters, because their love isn't something you simply enjoy, it's something that transforms you. And if you are a Scorpio, know this: your intensity is not a flaw, it is your flame. Your shadow is not shame, it is your strength. You were not born to blend in, you were born to awaken, to provoke, to pierce through illusion and bring light to the shadowed corners of the world. Your soul signed up for depth, not ease, for truth, not comfort, for love that doesn't flinch when things get dark. Like this message if it spoke to your spirit. And don't forget to subscribe to Dark Scorpio for more soul-deep explorations like this. You are not just a sign, you are a force, and this world needs your fire. Drop your birth date and zodiac sign in the comments. We'd love to know which Scorpio legends are watching right now. Whether you're walking through your own transformation, holding space for someone else's, or simply here to understand your own depths, this message found you for a reason. You are not alone in your intensity. You are part of a soul tribe wired for truth, rebirth, and fearless love.